God, that is so smooth,
isn't it?
That is so nice.
I'm getting good at this.
My gosh, who made that?
Oh, that's PM, dude.
That's PM. Of course, it's PM.
PM's done everything. He gave me like 30. He's been sending me songs for a month. Hey, dude, I know I've sent you 28 already, but here's number 29. I think it's the best. So like half my YouTube intros are him now. I'm just using them all.
Wow, good to know.
Yeah, dude.
Well, hello, Trevor.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. So this is the May Contain Action podcast. My name is Paul ActionJaxon. My co-host in the podcast is none other than future Hall of Famer Trevor May, pitcher for the St. Louis. Who do you play for again?
Okay, dude. It's Minnesota. It's a big area. A lot of people live there, and they have phenomenal cheese curds. So I need you to respect that area of the country.
They live there, not by choice.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I'd like to introduce our special guest this evening. He hails from the ocean, which is why his name is Wavy. Wavy, say hello to the people.
What's up? Hi.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
Welcome to the podcast, my friend. Glad you're here, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thanks for replying on such short notice.
Hey, you know what? I'm just your guy for that kind of stuff.
My goodness. And you didn't realize this, but when I talked to Wavy before we even got into the channel here, and he was like, hey, let me tell you how to do your podcast better. And he just kind of went over a couple of points.
Love that.
About our podcast is not as good.
Love that. I mean, to be honest,
really, you're making me sound way meaner than I am, but
all I heard was constructive criticism. I took it as a positive, man. Exactly. This is my third podcast, and none of them got past 12 episodes. So, I obviously got things to work on.
Not a fan of Unlucky 13.
That's all right, dude. We'll get it past there.
Well, you're
sure.
two, so at least we're gonna make it past this one.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Wavy, again, welcome to the podcast. Couple questions for you, obviously. First of all, what is your actual real name?
Zach. Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you for
you want my full government or?
I don't need to know. I need to know the whole thing. No, of course not. No. That'd be crazy. Okay. But if you could, just for a brief moment, explain how you got to the name Wavy. How did that come about?
Sure, dude. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think you know that I like to rap a little bit on like my stream and stuff and freestyle. Mm-hmm. So my original name was Young Wave Lord, which is just the rappingest rap name I could possibly create. So yeah, I just tried to make the most rappy name I could with my friends, and it was like kind of like a meme. And then everyone just called me Wavy. So I was like, "Yo, Twitch, can I have Wavy?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they changed my thing like right away, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And that's how it happened.
Really?
Yeah.
So no one else had the name Wavy?
I think it was like right when they were freeing up the Justin TV names. Someone's like, "Yo, you should see if like the Wavy account's like inactive." I was like, "I'll send them an email," and they're like, "Yeah, we'll change it for you. Just so you know, like your payment may look weird for like, the first week." And I was like, "All right, cool." Like, and I was like planning on like building it up like a big rebrand, and like, "All right, we changed it." I was like, "Hey, thanks."
Kind of undermine that a little bit.
Yeah, it's all right.
A little bit. Dude, I love it. I actually remember just like looking at your name and thinking, this guy has got to be an OG.
I'm old.
Like having just the name Wavy is like having just the name Dave on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many people like coming into my channel like, "Bro, I'm so mad that you have the name Wavy." It's like, dude, shut up. It's like the most common name, dude.
I mean,
I hate that.
I popped in the other day, doing research, obviously, and the logo and the sign you have up behind you is sick. That's probably why they're jealous. I think they see it, they're like, "Wow, this all makes so much sense." And what I came up with was dumb, like, you know what I mean? So like, I should have thought of that first, because that makes sense. Just preface, just everyone in both chats and on the internet, if you're listening to this later, Wavy and I have actually never ever even met before. just so everyone knows. So, if I'm asking what like seemingly very obvious questions, sometimes that's where that's coming from. But that's part of having, that's why this exists more than anything, is so that we can meet, myself included, and meet new creators and stuff. So,
absolutely,
yeah. So that's nice. So you just Twitchify your name. Yeah, Paul's the glue. Friendship. Paul is the glue.
I am. I'm okay with being that. That's fine with me. I love introducing people to new people.
Paul's phenomenal people, right? Like everyone I've ever met who has also met Paul is like, you know what? He is so above average, and it's so nice.
I can confirm.
To like if they were like, yo, we're going to dinner, but Paul's there, I'm like, all right, yeah, we can go. It's only a short pause. I don't have to think about it that long. So it's good.
Oh, thanks, dude.
No, it's just like, it's Paul.
Thanks.
Do I want to deal with one, too? Okay, I'm good. Yeah, let's do it. That's usually, so it's usually that more often than not, I'm like, I'm nodding. So then that's good.
I'll make it slightly better. I'll make it. Well, as far as me goes, thank you. I have also been introduced to Wavy myself, similar to how you were, Trev.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know Wavy for that long, but I met him through Jay, Wolves at My Door, who actually, Trevor, you do know, right?
I've played with Jay twice now. We've had him in for some games.
Was I involved in that, or
yes,
did you just kind of meet him on your own?
No, I think we hopped. I think we were playing something random, maybe Sea of Thieves once or something, and then maybe some sort of random, like, I don't know, like Gang Beasts or something, like an 8-player game. One of those days.
Thieves. God, those were the days. Well, I also want to ask Wavy. Obviously, you and Jay are really close. You went to Jay's recent WolvesCon, right?
Yeah,
in Atlantic City, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's freaking amazing. Explain like how you got in touch with Jay, how that started, and how you are now traveling across the country to see him.
He's my boyfriend, so yeah. I think he found. I think we had a mutual viewer or something. I think he found me doing art one time. I mean, Jay is obviously an artist, so I think he found me one time when I was like drawing or something along the matter. And then one of my viewers like vouched for him. I was like, all right, he's got a partner badge, must be important. I'll check him out. And then, yeah, I don't know. We just we have a lot of the same interests, and we both like design and graphic design, and we both grew up listening to a lot of the same music. So yeah, we became good friends over the last many years on Twitch.
That's wild. When did you say you met?
2.5 years ago or something. 3, 2. Yeah, wow. Been a while.
My goodness.
Paul, I'm pretty sure we've known each other that long. Maybe even longer than that.
Isn't that crazy?
It just feels like Wavy and Jay have been friends since birth. So it's nice. It's good,
nice.
man.
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, that long as well, Trevor. Absolutely.
Yeah. What was it? 2017 freaking BlizzCon? So 2 years?
Yes. And I remember being super nervous meeting you because Tim was like, you cool with meeting a MLB player? And I was like, I mean, all right.
Yeah, then it turned out, and look at us.
I'm feeling the same feeling right now. I have that feeling right now.
Who would have thought? No, I'm just not really that cool. It's just that simple. People are pausing longer when they're saying I'm going to dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So basically, we're in our segment right now where we're kind of supposed to be interviewing you. Sure. And so basically, if I'm being completely honest here, I came up with a lot of the ideas. I was inspired a little bit by Courage JD, Jack, who is a friend of ours, and Nade Shots podcast, where they're literally doing very similar things. And I realized very quickly that I was the Nade Shot of this group simply because of the fast food element. So I'm obsessed with talking about it.
Okay.
So I grew up eating just I can name, if you were like, hey, name candies, I can name you like 60 candies off the top of my head. So I would just eat fast food and junk food and crap. And I played WoW forever. So that leads me very long form to what I want to ask you. What is your favorite fast food place? Because are you from the Northeast?
I am in Northeast. Yeah, okay. Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite? Usually that helps because sometimes it's a local place. But what's your favorite fast food chain And actually, why? Why is it your favorite fast food chain?
I don't know. Does Chipotle count as fast food? I don't know if it does.
I mean, technically, I think
not around here, you know.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Chick-fil-A or Chipotle, I guess, are my top two, I would say.
Wow. Chick-fil-A's a popular one, man. Wasn't Gubba's Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's I don't think Gubba goes as much.
No, hers was like that taco place that's like.
No, mine was a taco place.
Oh, yours is a taco one.
I stand by it, and I will fight anyone who wants to go about Taco Time.
What is it? What's
Taco Time is my place. I love
the name already.
Taco Time. It's just it's like a half step above Taco Bell. It's just nicer food.
Nice.
Very Northwest. Like everything's organic and made in whatever, but it's literally like beef, cheese, and sauce on them.
That's all you need.
Yeah. I find Chipotle is a pretty. It's just you just can't go wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
everyone will go pick it up for you. It's good. You know,
it's like kind of clean as far as fast food goes too.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the existential threat of salmonella, but of course, yeah, it's very.
I mean,
very
dude, you know,
that was threatening a lot of people. Okay, there was other restaurants affected. Okay,
no, of course, no, I don't know. I'm kidding. Of course,
no, but yeah, that was actually terrifying, and I didn't eat there at that time. Good. So I'm glad. So so far we're 2 episodes in, and I didn't have to yell at anybody about their terrible choices in fast food. So that's great. I'm all really 2 for 2.
Well, what do you consider terrible choices?
Well, to be honest, most places are good.
Dude, imagine that if someone said KFC though.
Yeah, no. If they hit me with like a KFC, if they hit me with a like a Burger King's okay, but if that was their favorite, I would. You know, I'm like, there's like 98 burgers better. Like, you know what I mean? A Whopper's okay. It's not, it's whatever.
It's fine.
To be honest, I have a soft spot for Arby's just because of the milkshakes. But
yeah,
of course,
there are certain Arby's out there that might kill you if you eat there. So, you know, things like that. Like if someone's like, yo, dude, like Arby's, love it. I love hot cheddar cheese sauce and roast beef. You're like, oh. You know what I mean?
Cheddar cheese sauce.
I can't really. A White Castle. I would open palm slap you if you said White Castle.
They closed all of those by me, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's out of business everywhere. It might not even exist anymore. But yikes! There's a movie about it though, so I guess some people like it. But
that's good.
There you go. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Solid.
What were yours?
Second. Oh, go ahead, Wavy. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just saying, what was your fast food of choice?
I think no one ever asks me any questions. My fast food of choice kind of it wanes here and there. It depends on the month really. However, recently, if I say I've been anywhere fast food wise, my like health coach would probably kill me. Chipotle is a good option, obviously. And then also, like you said, really just Chick-fil-A. Like it's just too good.
Look at us, dude. Look at us, dude.
Look at us.
Same page. I'm on here for a reason today.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Dude, it's so good. The waffle fries are awful when they're cold. Other than that, it's great.
Oh, that's fair. I feel like most fries are though.
No, we've been over this, dude. I actually don't know. We have personally, but on this podcast, cold McDonald's fries.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fairly certain they're like Twinkies and would survive nuclear winter. So a little temperature change ain't going to take those down. You know what I mean?
No.
No. We're good.
Absolutely not. So Wavy, we got like a little bit of history in your name, obviously. However, you kind of alluded to rap, which has me actually very excited about this next question. What did you do before streaming? And like about when's did you decide to go full time? And you can kind of throw in obviously that little like more tournament. I guess you were in like Twitch tournament, right?
Oh yeah. Stream On is like past. I'll do a quick time lapse. Before streaming, I was in school for graphic design. I was originally in school for nursing, and because I'm type 1 diabetic, so I like kind of always thought I needed like good insurance, right? And I do. So I figured nursing was like, pretty secure, but I really hated it. I couldn't stand it. So I got out of that, and then I went into graphic design because I liked it. And then I was doing that, and I was working at H&M, and I just started. Was that a little nose laugh at H&M?
Sorry. I'm just imagining you folding jeans, and it's just a funny image. No thing against anyone that folds jeans.
All right. Sure. So anyway, I worked at H&M. And after that, I would just come home and stream. I was like really into like Smash, and I basically wanted to play more people in Smash Brothers and get better at Smash. So I started streaming at like 10, 11 at night, every night after work, and that's it. And then, I don't know. I waited fully. Back in my day, there was no affiliates, and I didn't have any dang Patreon or none of that.
None of the side money nonsense.
Yeah, so I got partnered. What was that?
You made it or you didn't?
That's facts. Yeah, I didn't have one of those fake sub buttons. God, unbelievable. Some of those people. I just waited until I got partnered, and then basically I was showing like because I was still living with my dad at the time, and I was like, "Yo, Dad, I'm making enough to pay what bills I have. I'm about to quit my job." And he's like, "No."
He just hit you with a no.
Yeah. So it took me a while, and then I convinced them, and then I just went full time, and I just continued in school for a bit, and then I stopped continuing in school, and now here I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you when your dad was like, no?
I've been streaming for like 4 years, so I was like probably like a year into it. So I guess I was like 23. So he was like my dad's a huge gamer. He's been watching like he's been watching since like Justin TV. Like my dad has like thousands of hours in like just Dark Souls. Like my dad's like a giant gamer.
Really?
Yeah, so he kind of knew a little bit about it, but he just like didn't really think like the stability was there.
That's wild.
Yeah. So I would have moved out on my own, but like I said, I'm diabetic, so I'm like kind of scared to live by myself.
Sure.
And then I met my girlfriend, and we got a place together.
Oh, awesome! Very good.
Yeah.
So your dad, you mentioned he plays games. How old is your dad, roughly?
He is like 65.
That's amazing. He's into Dark Souls?
Oh my God, yeah, it's his favorite game. Yeah.
That's insane. My dad can't turn on his iPhone. That's incredible.
Yeah. He just beat Death Stranding already. Yeah, my dad his life is working and then coming home and gaming and then repeating.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So your dad's a huge gamer. I'm assuming he's an influence in your life to gaming, right? Or did you kind of pick that up on your own?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't believe this, but my very first spoken word was Sega. And I don't even really like Sega games, to be honest.
Stop, dude.
But no, yeah, it really was. My dad and my brother were playing Sonic when I was like a baby. And it starts up and goes, Sega. And that was my very first word.
That's how much you watched.
That's how much, dude. I've been a Twitch watcher since.
That's actually wild. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, and then you went full time, obviously, after that. Now,
yeah, I got partnered like a little over like a year into streaming. And then, like I said, back in my day, no gifted subs, nothing like that. So I had the consistency to stop pretty much right after partner.
That's awesome. That's really good. I mean, back in the day, yeah, like there's no Twitch Prime, there's no gifted subs. Like that was just straight people subbed or they didn't.
Straight give me money. No.
Yeah, exactly. Those were the years of the PayPal chargebacks, my guy.
Oh yeah, dude.
I don't know if you got hit by any of those. Those were the worst.
On a ton. Did you ever hear Jay's horror story? Speaking of, we've talked about Jay a little bit. Have you ever heard his horror story?
I think I have, and I'm pretty sure I dodged it.
He got like a huge donation. Like, I don't know, like some guy donated like five. I could be saying this wrong. If you guys ever have it in mind, you have to get the right. It's like $5,000 or $10,000 or something. And he paid taxes on it. And then after he paid taxes on it, the guy refunded it all.
No.
Yeah, dude. What a nightmare.
Holy. What are the taxes on that? What is that?
I mean, as a
like 40% or something.
Yeah, like between like 20 and 30, depending on. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude, that's awful. I remember that was a string that happened to a bunch of bigger streamers, but they obviously could like more handle it, right? Like a 5,000 to 10,000 for them wasn't like a huge hit. I mean, it still sucked, but it wasn't like devastating. And then I remember Jay got gifted by that same guy, and I was like, dude, we're like we're like smaller streamers. Like, that's nuts. Like, that's huge for you. He's like, yeah, dude, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And then refunded. Holy frick.
Gosh, dude, the worst.
That is awful. Actually, follow-up question to that. What's the most you've ever been donated on stream?
I don't know, dude.
Really?
Maybe like 1,000 subs in one night from one dude.
What?
That's insane. 1,000?
Gotta make sure you give that cut to Twitch, though, huh?
I mean,
that's telling me that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's crazy is the dude who did it is actually Twitch staff.
What?
Yeah. He's a friend of mine.
Well,
yeah,
there we
like
go.
3 kids. But yeah, I said I had like 1,200 subs, you know, like natural. And I was like, look, man, like I'd really like to get like the 30 emote slots. I'm gonna do a big push for 2,000. So I like made like goals I made like a little flyer.
Yeah.
Knocked it out in one night.
In one night?
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Holy crap, man. That's amazing.
That's
Very
awesome.
wild.
So I wonder if he did he give you like 100% of the sub? You know, because he's Twitch staff. He was like, hey.
Well,
I don't think he gets a deal.
Yeah, I don't think he's like, you know, the CEO, Paul.
I don't know.
Yeah, he just got a badge that can get him in.
Is it like a Twitch employee discount or something? I don't know.
Just really disclaimer. If you guys hear a vacuum at any point, I'm so sorry.
Someone's vacuuming.
Yeah,
vacuuming right
perfect timing. Okay, I don't want to get into it.
Pull him on. Let's talk to him.
Who's vacuuming?
I don't know her. Oh my god, it's horrible. Can you hear that?
I don't hear it.
It's
maybe
very subtle.
it's
It's subtle. Okay, it's not bad. All right. We have someone clean sometimes. Okay. You wanted to know. It's on you. She is hitting everything, though. Okay, so continue. You guys have a conversation, and I'm gonna.
Someone clean sometimes.
This right now. She's doing it. So
Suburban Seattle problems, man. That's tough.
Get her on the camera.
Oh,
I don't think she's
okay. You
Eastern
don't
European. I don't think she speaks a lot of English.
oh no! Perfect timing. Oh, sorry. Okay, no, you keep the vacuum out of this. So explain to me. Cole got me off track. Wavy, obviously, so okay, you went full time, and I'm really curious to know more about what is it called? You said it was like this tournament.
Oh yeah, Stream On.
Stream On, yes, Stream On.
Yeah.
What was that, and how did that start, and how'd you get involved?
So Twitch just like put out a tweet year around this time, 2 year and a half ago, or so, I don't know, somewhere around there, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna do a contest for streamers, and it's gonna be like a like reality show type of deal. And we're gonna get, I think it was like 14 streamers involved for weekly challenges, and the winner's gonna get $60,000. And yeah. So it was like for partners of like the smaller size. And a lot of people were like, yo, you should make a video for this, make a video. So I figured, why not? And I made like a small audition video.
Okay.
And then I won $60,000, and it was sick.
You kind of bearing the lead there. Like, so how did you win $60,000? Like, explain like what Stream On was.
Yeah, so it was like weekly challenges, and like they were like really wild. It was like a really surreal and like wild time. Each challenge, like every week, was like kind of like community based or like streamer based, and kind of like tested your skill as a streamer. So there was like 1 week where it was like gaming and like getting a high score in games that like the other contestants picked and you picked, and then there was like another week that was like, that shows you as a community leader, and there's another week that shows that you can grow and all this other stuff. There was 1 week, it was called like Golden Pixel Hunt, and literally $60,000 RNG. So it's like a RNG. Pixel. Yeah, it was 100 by 100 grid pixel thing. And one of the pixels in this 100 by 100 grid was the golden pixel. And it was up to your community. It was like an extension to like click on the screen to find this pixel. And they could only click like every so minutes, but they could also click to do like a 10 by 10 block to knock out like 100 at a time in like an area. So it was like all RNG, and you could only do it like once an hour. it was really, really wild and like mad stressful. But I think the way they kind of judged it, they judged it off of time and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
But they kind of judged it off of like attitude and like kind of how you like made it fun and like stuff like that.
I see. Okay. So we're kind of judging more your reaction to having to go through this process. Like, is everyone complaining about it? Like,
right. Because there were some people who had like better like scores than me that week, but I think they were like kind of like, you know, maybe not doing it in like the best way. So they got kicked out. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Which could be hard because like if your chat, right, is saying like, oh, we got to do this challenge and your chat is being negative about it, or like one or two people are being negative about it, it's easy to kind of feed into that.
I think so. But I also kind of think that like you are just ultimately the leader of your chat. And I feel like your chat is usually a pretty good like reflection of you. So I think if you're a toxic person and you have a toxic chat, that kind of thing might happen. But if you're not, then, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really reflective of my own chat. Yikes. I'll take a good look at my chat later tonight. My gosh.
Your chat's
so that's
fine. You're fine,
right.
Chad. Don't get mad.
Your chat's toxic.
Yeah, mine's brutal.
Oh, is your live-in maid done with the
okay, just there's no extra room, okay?
Or is she done?
Or maybe I'd consider it. No, yes, I think with the loud part, yeah. Literally right when I muted last, I think something fell over upstairs. It was like it sounded like a human being fell down. She might have fallen down. So it was good timing, but whatever.
You want to go check on her, dude?
No, she's fine. She was just doing the stairs outside the door, so I think we're good.
Perfect.
This could not have been timed better. It's just whatever. It's just a funny thing we'll remember later.
Look, dude, it's gonna be like when you make it past the 12th episode, you're gonna think of all the hardships you overcome.
All the thing we had to overcome to get to that point.
Hardships.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Yeah, that's awesome. So I wanted to comment on that whole. I've never even heard of that competition before. That's freaking sweet.
Yeah, it was cool, man. They didn't publicize it very well, and I think it was like a thing, which actually kind of sucks. It was like a thing because it's thrown by Twitch Studios. And like actual Twitch, like wasn't, I don't think super on board. I don't know, but like half of Twitch Studios got like laid off in like the middle of this like competition.
When was this? How long ago was this?
A little over a year ago, I won.
Okay.
I won. So the deal was you win $5,000 a month for a year, and mine stopped in June.
Okay. Yeah. So it was last June. That's weird. Like was there like front page support for it? Where people put on the front page that were participating? Did any of that happen? Probably not.
Yeah, there's some stuff like that. They didn't want to do too much of that because they wanted to keep it like as fair as they could between
gotcha.
all the contestants. But like they had like a weekly show on like twitch.tv/Twitch, and that was like always on front page.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Surprised I never heard about that.
Same. When I remember when I found out that Wavy won it. It was like right after you won it, I think. I met you. And I was like, how in the hell did I not hear about this? I was like,
that's what a lot of people, like no one, and it's like pretty big money. Like it's, you know, it's not like a real small thing, but like, it wasn't super well advertised, I'd say.
Wow. Did you, question, you choose to answer this or not?
Sure.
Did you spend it all in one day, or did you buy a car?
No. So like I said, it was $5,000 a month for a year.
Oh, okay. So it's cumulative. Okay.
Yeah. So I fixed my teeth, as you know.
Nice. Yeah.
I got a new stream PC, redesigned my office, stuff like that. Yeah, stuff
looks dope now.
Yeah, you know, the sign in the background, part of the Stream On money.
My goodness. I can't wait. And we'll get everyone that Twitch absolutely at the end of the podcast so they can go figure out what that all looks like. My goodness.
It is
because honestly, you do have one of the better offices I've seen on Twitch for sure.
Sweet.
Thanks, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like somewhere I'd like to hang. I mean, I hang out in my own office, 12 hours a day, but I would totally ditch mine for yours. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I got those cool, like, what are these called? The nano leaf things. I mean, I just got those. I'm like, it's like I'm in an aquarium. It feels incredible. I'm just,
it feels incredible.
I feel like it's like one of like the streaming tools. You like have to kind of get at some point, something like that.
Yep. It's back, guys. It's back. Paul, move on to the next question. Thank you.
Sorry. All right. So, wait, we asked this of Gubba last time, and actually our last guest, and she had actually a very interesting response. What is your favorite social media platform, and why?
Yo, the very interesting response thing is throwing me off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She had a whole. Well, okay. She had an announcement attached to hers. We were like talking about different social medias, and she announced that she was officially on one, like on our podcast. So it was very.
Oh,
very
dude.
exciting.
Did you guys? Did she plan that for you guys?
I don't think she did.
Nice.
Are you? Like I'm imagining yours is Bumble.
I don't even know what that is.
Because you're in a solid relationship.
A boomer trying to be a zoomer.
Please.
I don't know, dude. I use Twitter and Instagram definitely the most. When I want to look at art and be inspired, I look at Instagram a lot. And then when I want to get into streamer Twitch stuff, I'm on Twitter.
Okay. All right. So that's more. So Twitter's more kind of work for you in a way.
Yeah. I mean,
not that it's negative.
I would say they're both a good mix. Like, because I get work. I mean, I guess my work is pleasure to me. But yeah, so like, yeah, I keep up with, like all, like these titties going crazy on, I keep up with all that on Twitter, and
excuse me, what?
Did I miss a story?
Is there a meme attached to that I don't know? Because I am the oldest one here.
I feel like it happens like every other week when someone like posts like something about girls' titties being out on stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he kept up on streams and stuff. Okay, now it's all coming together.
Yeah,
I got it. I thought you were talking about
unrelated, but all right.
Yeah.
I got it now.
Well, yeah. There's always some sort of drama about that.
Yeah.
Someone not getting suspended or cats and such. Of course, things of that nature.
Crazy world. Yeah.
So on Instagram, you said like more like kind of like your play area, right? Like,
I like to look at a lot of artists that I like and cartoonists and stuff like that.
And you did a recently on Instagram, because I follow on Instagram, a bunch of posts consecutively of like different drawings and graphic design that you did, kind of centralized seemingly around Halloween. Yeah,
there's this thing. It's like pretty like big in like the art design community. It's called Inktober. It's been around for I don't know how long now, really long time. But basically like this, it's like this like 30-day prompt. I fail it every year. I can never do all 30 days. It's so much work. Okay. But yeah, it's like 30 days, 30 prompts, or 31, October. It's like a different prompt to like theme a drawing around.
Okay.
And, traditionally, like the way it started was to do it in ink. So you get more like confident in your ink drawings and you don't, go back as much. But I'm primarily a digital artist. So there's, people do it on whichever form or media of art they do it, People do it all sorts of ways. So, yeah, it's been a thing for like a really long time. And I tried to do it. I got like, I don't know, like 22 out of the 31 days. But God, it's so much work.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of work. Yeah.
That's its own job. That would stress me out.
Yeah, it does kind of get stressful, especially because like if you miss a day, and then you got to do 2 drawings the next day. Are you kidding me? So yeah, it's a little rough.
And who provides these prompts? Where do you get the prompts from?
There's like an official like Inktober like site and stuff. I forget the name of the artist. His name's like Jake something, or I don't know. They're like the dude who like came up with it like years ago or something. But yeah, there's like an official prompt list every year. But then there's like 100 sub prompt lists that everyone makes their own. So
my goodness,
everyone's like Birdtober, and they're like draw 30 birds.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so everyone wants to make their own spin on it, but yeah.
That's insane. All right, so that's way too much work. I would never want to do that. That's like a lot. But I mean, if you love graphic design, it's probably not that bad overall.
I mean, if it's like your full-time gig, right? Like if you're a full-time artist, like that's probably like prime time work for you. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, occasional or on the side. Yeah, I don't know.
So do you post a lot of your own art on there as well?
Yeah. So yeah, like I stream art as well as I do like, I'm primarily like gaming and stuff, but I do like art and stuff streams as well. So I do them on Twitch and I post them on whatever, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
That's awesome. So I gotta throw the follow. I have a There's a project I'm also working on. I think you might be able to help me out.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Hit me up.
Look at Trevor on the network.
Yeah,
Wow,
I mean,
honor.
sorry,
Literally in the middle of our podcast.
It's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do, Paul.
Hey,
this
guys,
might
how can
involve
help
you
me
as well.
personally? Thanks.
Actually, it already has involved you, but it might involve. I don't know. I'll tell you guys later. Very cryptic. It'll be fun though, I think. So yeah, Paul, you mind if I take the last one?
But by all means.
So you mentioned that you were primarily gaming, because I mean a lot of people sometimes it's fun to just play games, you know. But what's your right this moment? What's your favorite game to play? And do you have like a game that is better for content that you play, but you don't necessarily, it's not your favorite at the moment? Because that seems to be kind of a theme. A lot of people are doing that, and it kind of leads us on to other questions in this pod too. So, but if they're the same, that's phenomenal. I mean, I think that means you're in a great place. But do you have like a favorite game to play and a favorite game, or maybe a favorite game that you've ever had to create content around?
That's like such a, I don't know. It's a really rough thing because I've tried to do like, I don't know. I feel like I get in like swings of things that like I really, really like. And then I just like start hating them and I stop doing them all like one time.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's times where I've played like primarily like Mario Maker and I base like all my content around that. And it's fun and I like it for a while. But then like, I don't know, maybe it's just like the human nature. I just get a little tired of it sometimes. So then I'll do like variety. And then I've played, you know, a good amount of Fortnite in my day. And I often feel pretty stuck on what to play.
Yeah.
I find that I just love to stream and like hang out more than anything, but like what to do during those streams, God, I feel like that's one of the hardest parts of streaming, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah. Like I was watching Paul the other day, and I actually had the exact same situation the next day, yesterday. Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but COD wasn't working, your computer was crashing, then you tried to play Fortnite, and then you like landed and it crashed. So then you're like, my computer's not letting me play the two games that I'm getting most viewers, so like let's try something else. And that takes the wind out of your sails, even though I know for a fact, because I'm in the same group with you right now, is that TFT is floating your boat at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it too. And I wish that I could just like be like, yo, we're grinded ranked in TFT, and we're gonna make this a thing, and I'm gonna be a pro player. Like I wish I could do that now, but I can't.
Yes.
But yeah, no.
Do you say that because it's not like you don't think it's great for like your stream? You think, or
it's just it's like one of those things. Like I think that eventually I would get good enough to where I would be like holding my own with really good players if I played enough, because I think I'm picking it up really well, and it's something like that I just kind of naturally, the kind of strategy game, like the chess type thing is fun for me. But you really have to, it takes just a while to get people on board. Like if it just, especially that type of game, like they have to learn it, like what's going, like first person shooters, for the most part, you're like, yeah, you shoot them.
You
like,
just see what's going on.
Yeah,
right?
this is different a little bit. There's a couple little things, maybe, you know, armor's different or whatever, but for the most part, it's a shooter, right?
Yeah.
But when it's auto chess game, especially when there's only been like 2 auto chess games, people like there's just not something people play a lot.
Right.
You actually mentioned that really quickly, Wavy. You're just like, yeah, in a first person shooter, you see what's going on. And so I think that's like a big part of Twitch, right? Like when you go from channel to channel, if people even do that anymore, right? Go from channel to channel and see what you want to see. Mm-hmm. If you can pick up what the person is doing within the first 10 seconds, you're more likely to stay. If you have no idea, even if you like the person, what they're doing, you're like, meh, move on.
Dude, like so
retention is big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Like I like to do a lot of variety, and you know, a big game for variety gamers that just came out, Death Stranding. It's been at the top of Twitch. But dude, I mean, I would, let alone my chat, I would probably fall asleep playing that game on stream. Like I just feel like like dude, like I have a real like, so I think I stream, I play video games for all sorts of reasons, right? But I think I stream mostly to have fun. And I think that like game is like probably a really good game, but I don't necessarily think it's probably like a fun game. And there's so many of my friends like playing it right now, and there's like no way I'll ever watch them play that game.
Yeah, I mean, same way. And like I talk about Carnage quite a bit because he's one of the biggest variety guys out there. The way he does it is he's just explaining everything. Like he's explaining, let's go over here and do this because of this, and that's the way he plays games. He likes to figure them out. Like he genuinely enjoys. He can play stuff for 12 hours, especially if it's not a game that's even that good, really. But that process for him makes it so he's like, this, I can apply this to every game I play, so therefore the game's playable for me, and that's what I enjoy about games. So he plays RPGs like crazy, and he does full playthroughs all the time, which is insane because even people that really like RPGs don't like every RPG. And he somehow does, or at least makes it seem like he does. So then that's probably why he's so good, or so successful on the platform. I'm just, of course, I've been competing my whole life, but I'm not good enough to play games at that high level. Like, for example, Fortnite was brought up. Fortnite's lasted for so long as a top game is because of the competitive side of things and how the meta's change and stuff. Same way with League of Legends. So like kids are still playing League, like 19-year-olds are like picking up League and then like growing their stream on League because maybe there's a character that got good and then they got good at that character and they became the best at that character, even though it was a new character in the game. So like people flood to go see how to play him and see that guy's good, right? That exists. Fortnite's the same way.
That's why people who experience success, not why, but like a big reason of why some League streamers have success recently as opposed to like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I would say not only that, and then there's just so many players around the world as well. So it's just huge in the East. It just is. It's a huge game, like in China and in Korea. So, and that's just going to drive even Western viewership, like even because it's the middle of the night there or whatever, they're still going to watch. So the numbers are going to be not, but like, it's a game that they've had new content, quote unquote, new content coming out, like literally one character a month since the game came out, which is like ridiculous, like to keep that up. That the Fortnite's example of that is literally putting new guns and changing the map and doing it constantly. So there's always something new to hype up. But I'm noticing now the big streamers in Fortnite are kind of just they are playing at the pro level and they're scrimming and stuff. There's no one out there that's like, there's not many out there anymore. I don't want to say no one.
Not much content creators.
There's not as many. Like the big YouTube guys have all kind of started doing Call of Duty because they realized that like hopping in with other YouTubers is like funny when you're all mad. Guilty, guilty. We're really doubling down on that, but it's been a phenomenal time. I'm realizing I'm like, this is a great game. The gunplay is phenomenal. Call of Duty's probably not my thing, but me getting angry makes this more fun somehow.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is angry.
That's the thing is like, well, I don't think Call of Duty does very good on my channel. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Like I've been known for like a lot of like Nintendo and like indie and, I played a good amount of Fortnite, but I don't know. I really wish Call of Duty wasn't as fun as it is because like I'm having a ton of fun with it, but it's like I fire it up and everyone's like, all right, man, it's time for me to go to bed. I'm like,
just get like, 3 guys who are all just yell F-bombs every 3 minutes and you'll be fine. Like I'm constantly yelling. I'm constantly yelling how I can't hear footsteps. It's because everyone in Discord is screaming.
Yeah.
That's why I can't hear. I'm like, why didn't I hear that guy? Oh, it's because 4 guys are yelling about claymores right now.
Yeah.
But me going 2-15 and that happening is a great video later. So, I mean, why not? And I'm laughing watching it later, which is great.
Yeah.
So,
we
go ahead.
What? Sorry, Trevor?
Go ahead. No, sorry. I was going
to say, not to belabor the point by any means, but I find it interesting, Wavy, that you're talking about like how some of the hardest part of your stream can be just like actually deciding what to do during it.
Yeah.
Where like I feel like I experienced a very similar thing, and I'm sure Trevor does to some extent as well. Is like the just chatting portion is almost like one of my favorite parts.
Oh my god! Every time.
It's so fun to just talk with people and like talk about your week and whatever.
Yeah.
And then when it's almost like someone ruins the fun a little bit. No offense, no one's ever asked this in chat, but the person that's like, so what's on the docket for today?
Yeah,
it's like,
I don't know. I was hoping you guys would just let me keep going.
We're having fun talking, right?
Dude, there's been times I've started on my stream and I'll like do a poll like, all right, what are we gonna play today? Like Fortnite or Mario? Like you guys, decide. Mm-hmm. And like my chat is flying and we're all having a great time. I'm laughing so hard. And then Mario wins or something. everyone signs off for the night.
Yeah.
It's like we shouldn't even done anything, dude. We should have just hung out.
Yeah. It's
ruined.
Is there anything worse than like having 4 games that you're okay with playing? And you're like, all right, we're gonna do a poll, and then everyone's like, all right, we're gonna do a poll, and you get like a bunch of votes, and it's like 27%, 25%, 25%, 23%. And you're like, well, if I pick one of these, the other 3 quarters are gonna leave.
There's a fourth of my viewers at least.
So just play marbles, because then they can play, and you don't have to do anything but commentate.
Right,
and it works.
Dude, I get too excited for marbles, to be honest.
You excited for marbles?
Dude, yeah, I don't know. I can only do marbles for like an hour at a time because I get like tired afterwards because I'm so excited during it.
Yeah. You just get so excited you have to like take a nap.
Yeah, well, no, it's just like my energy for stream is like gone in like an hour. And I'm like, all right, guys, well, that was fun, but I gotta go. Yeah,
that's
too
actually
fun.
Amazing. All right. I'm sure my chat's gonna love
that. Actually, that was that topic we're just talking about, just variety streaming stuff, is a great segue into the next segment. Talking current events a little bit, but this isn't necessarily a current event, but it would be a cool take, especially with how kind of all 3 of our channels work and like our sizes, to think about what this is. So obviously we've heard a bunch of people are changing platforms and getting deals and getting some security, which from a professional baseball viewpoint, from me, like that's how kind of our markets work. Like the teams, they pay the best dollar to get you on their team. Like that's how it's supposed to work. Hasn't worked quite that well lately, but it's supposed to work like that, which is why this is a great thing to be good at. And so I see like there's competition now, and people are like setting precedents, and that's giving opportunities for other or other content creators. Because in reality, content creation is a lot of fun, and it's great, and you get to create stuff that doesn't exist yet a lot of times, and in your own way, which is amazing. But on the business side of things, I mean, you're more or less like your kind of own marketing company. So people like they go straight to the people. You have control over it, instead of like, for example, being a model and being part of an agency, and you just get what they give you. People are approaching you, and you get to make those choices. So I love it. I love it from that standpoint. And I think that no matter how much people say they don't really have a number, they do. There is numbers, and there's life-changing money out there for a lot of people. So I guess my question, especially like kind of, we all kind of said right now we're just kind of variety a lot of times. And sometimes, variety people who play more games tend to see peaks and valleys, maybe a little bit more.
For sure. Yeah.
So if you were approached, what would it take? And I'm sure the numbers, you don't have to talk about numbers or anything, but you can even talk about little stuff around how much money would actually be, like what else they would have to give you. But like, what would it take for you guys to consider switching from Twitch? Like what is because I know that Wavy, you've been on this platform for a very long time. And I'm going to be honest, maybe my quote unquote, loyalty isn't as strong just because of the nature of what I'm in, and I'm supposed to not be that loyal because I might have to make that decision in my other job as well at some point.
Yeah.
But what would it take for you to consider something like that? I mean, what do you think is life changing to get you to just go to YouTube?
I'm gonna say, well, funny you asked that. I actually was approached by Facebook Gaming.
Oh wow!
What, really?
Yeah, I was, and I told them no, thank you. Yeah, I don't think I could say like money figures because I think it's like NDA, but
absolutely,
it wasn't like a crazy amount. I mean, it was like a good amount, and it was stable, but it was only for a year.
Okay.
And to be honest, I went and I looked at Facebook Gaming's platform, and I said, wow. Is this absolute dog? I said, this thing is not good. And I at least have enough pride to where I wouldn't be on that and put my friends and viewers
through that
navigating that site, dude.
Well, so and you probably thought about like when that year's over, like what position am I going to be in to like continue to be where I'm even now, and probably nowhere close to where you are now, right? So
right, exactly, yeah. So yeah, and then stable for a year, sure, but then
sorry, still on that.
That's all right.
I mean,
I was like, what is he gonna say?
Yeah, sometimes they're not good, man.
Yeah, it is not good.
Yeah,
so yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like, I really love Twitch. You know, I love what Twitch has given me. I say this all the time. Like, I'm a pretty, like, I'd say, like, community driven streamer. So like, I've met so many good friends through I don't have like crazy big viewer numbers or anything like that, but like the amount of like people that like support me and stuff like that, like I feel like I do decent for myself. Like I'm going kind of all over the place. I feel like people sometimes with bigger viewer numbers than me maybe don't even like make as much as like sub revenue or like something maybe that I make. Like I make a decent amount of money on Twitch. And you know, it's enough to where I'm happy and I'm content, and I don't really like need like a crazy amount of money. With that being said, if I was offered a crazy amount of money,
yeah, you have to consider it. Obviously, yeah.
Right.
I mean, like I know what you're saying. Like it's almost like you go on and there's days where you're like, I'll go for example, I'll go for a while and I'll be like 110 viewer average for a month, but for some reason my sub number is like not reflect. It's like kind of disproportionate looking, right?
It's super different. Yeah.
Or there's guys with, you know, they're pulling, you know, 3,000 viewers and they have like 1,500 subs the whole time. You know what I mean? So like you feel like your community is really, really strong, and that is, I think that's on this. The way I think about it is, if the world crashed down around me, but I like still have my streaming set up and internet, obviously, and I could stream. Like I feel like my community, you know, I think we're close enough to where people won't let me, like, you know, they won't let this fall apart.
And that's kind of how I feel too. Yeah, like
and that's really important, I feel like.
Yeah. So like I love Twitch because, you know, of my community and like the friends I've made. Like I wouldn't have my apartment or my girlfriend or like, you know, obviously my job and anything I'd have if it wasn't for Twitch and you know what I've gotten from it. But yeah, you know, if you know, Mixer was like, yeah, what's up? Here's like $500,000. I'll be like, okay. I mean, I've got a Twitch tattoo even. Like, I've got a bleed purple tattoo. I love Twitch. But,
oh my gosh,
like you said, everyone's got their price, you know? And I think, like I said, and since I'm such a community-driven person, like, I'm more about building relationships with people than I am about, like, yo, watch my gameplay. I think a lot of my community would follow me. And I think that in itself is, you know, it'd just be kind of like same thing, different platform. But I'd be much more comfortable.
Absolutely.
And I hate to like kind of be the sob story kind of guy, but you know, I pay like $800 out of pocket a month for health insurance, you know, and diabetes insulin is the most expensive it's ever been in the country right now.
Dude, yeah, absolutely.
I have a type 1 diabetic teammate too, and he was telling me all about it.
So, you know, not to be super sob story, but I would like to be comfortable, right? And I'd like to have money in the bank if anything happens or anything, you know.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, good to have a little nest egg just in case something happens.
Yeah.
Well, that is like a whole topic in and of itself. But all right. So the next part of this we want to kind of ask you. So a game, right? So the best and the worst moments as a streamer. What is your best / worst moment as a streamer? Or embarrassing / really exciting moment? What's that?
I mean, probably one of my favorite moments is winning Stream On. I mean, that's like something I'm super proud of. Absolutely, you know, because I busted my ass for that. And I think like I'm kind of on Twitch's side. Like I think Twitch like likes to involve me in stuff, which I love because like I said, I do love this platform a lot. Yeah. So I think a lot of good came out of that. God, as far as most embarrassing moments, I tried to eat a oh my God, dude. I was in Just Chatting and I tried to eat some Alfredo noodles.
What? And you dumped them, didn't you?
Yeah,
you dumped
dude,
them.
I don't know.
I showed them to the chat and you dumped them. I was just
taking dude, I can send you the clip actually. I was just like, I was full screen and I thought I was like, I'm not someone who gets easily embarrassed. Like, I don't like really care. Like nothing really, really embarrasses me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this one clip got me pretty good. It's pretty funny. I basically, I was like taking a quick break between games and I was under Just Chatting and I was watching like Daily Dose of the Internet while I eat dinner that my girlfriend made me.
Okay.
And I switched back over to my full cam for some reason. I don't remember what the reason is. And then I was like, all right, let's go back to the video. And there's like one Alfredo noodle left on my plate, and I'm full screen. And I'm watching this video in full screen, silent as they come. And I try to put this one remaining Alfredo noodle in my mouth, and it falls out of my mouth. And I don't even realize it because I'm just too into the video that I try to chew this invisible Alfredo noodle. And I don't know. It's like something that like still gets brought up pretty frequently.
It's just like, yeah, it's linked to my chat right now somehow.
Yeah, it's like
not even showing the video.
If the video was up and it was like in a small frame, it probably wouldn't have mattered that much. Yeah. But like, I look like a dumb idiot, like zombie, like fully possessed by this video. I don't know, dude. Not one of my proudest moments.
Yeah, 100%. I see that clip.
I dumped it.
Yeah, but I don't get.
I can't see it, but.
Yeah, I don't get embarrassed too much though. But just when people bring that one up, I get a little flushed sometimes.
Yeah, before I even said anything, you were like, if I could feel your cheeks getting red from over here as well.
Yeah, dude, because like it just came up. Someone in my like Discord the other day was like, "Yo, does anyone have that clip of Wavy eating the noodle?" I'm like, "What do you need it for, dude? Get out of
here." What do you need it for?
It must have been just great though.
Not that important.
I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Oh god, that's fantastic! Oh, there it is. Oh, someone just posted it.
Yeah, I got it too. We'll watch it later.
That's great.
Not great.
I got it.
All right.
Yeah,
Trev, I know you're muted right now. Do we have time for the game before the sign off? Do we have time? Trevor.
Yep. Sorry.
Decision.
Sorry, it wasn't working. There we go. You have time for the game. This is the game that you told me about before, right?
What's that?
That you told me about before we went live?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, of course we do. It's just not written here.
All right, perfect.
That's why it's confusing.
I'm so sorry.
So I thought you were going to write it. Like you said yesterday, you said, I'm going to do it in the morning. And you and I thought, no, he's not. He's not going to do it. And he didn't.
We don't have to talk about my inadequacies as a host.
Didn't. I'm gonna text you a really cool to-do list app for you.
That's fantastic. My life. Thanks, dude. Thanks.
But yeah, we can play the game. Lead away. Go ahead.
Perfect. All right. All right. So this game, Wavy, is called, is actually for Wavy and Trevor.
Okay.
I wish I had my applause button, but I don't. Wavy, you have to do that one. It's called Name That Animal.
It's called Name That Animal?
Name That Animal. All right. So this is exciting. It's got a little list here. We got 4 different animals. Animal noises. All right. I'm going to play them for you. You tell me. I'll give you multiple choice. It'll be multiple choice. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Trevor, you ready?
Yep.
Let's get up.
That's a motorcycle.
That's Predator.
Motor is actually how it's pronounced. All right. So your options are gorilla, tiger, or walrus.
See, no, I feel like I'm being tricked, and I feel like the obvious answer is tiger.
Yeah, I agree. I still think it's a tiger. Paul sometimes, it's pretty obvious.
Sometimes. Okay, so is that final answer? Are we locking that in?
I'm gonna go with walrus.
I'm gonna go tiger. I'm gonna go tiger.
You're gonna go tiger? Okay. It is walrus.
Oh,
walrus.
It's a walrus. Pissed ass walrus, dude.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Nicely done. Really proud of you. Nicely done. All right. Animal number 2. If you didn't hear that,
I hate you so much.
One more time. Okay. All right. So your options are cow, camel, or duck.
I feel like there's no way that's a duck, but like I feel like that might be the answer.
That's a camel.
I'm gonna go cow.
That's a camel.
So he's going cow. Trevor's going camel.
Yep.
It is in fact a camel. Nicely done, Trevor. Nicely done.
I've actually heard a camel do that once in real life, so I cheated. But
you heard a camel do that? You were what?
I have a buddy that grew up and he had a camel named Gizmo.
That's a fake story.
No, it's not. 3 llamas, a camel, an ostrich, and the camel was like they had it in the nativity scene every year.
Okay, so Trevor grew up with wild animals, and you guys thought it'd be fun. Hey, let's bring Wavy on the show and quiz Trevor on everything he knows about.
Yeah, so ostrich better not be the next one because I'll know that too.
I'll know that too. Turns out Trevor's actually Dr. Doolittle this whole time.
Yeah, dude. Eddie Murphy. Wait, what?
Wait.
Go ahead.
All right. Animal number 3.
Little pig boy.
Okay. All right. So your options are pig, dog, hippo.
Oof.
Yeah.
Pig or hippo is really. Oh, you know what? It could be dog too, though. Can I get a run back?
Okay. One more time.
I'm gonna go with dog.
My dog often sounds like that.
I'm gonna go with dog because it sounds like it's like you're tug of warring with it, and it's getting closer and closer to the camera.
Flat-faced dog.
That's what it sounds like.
Right.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of TikTok too, dude, and they make weird noises.
Paul, where did you get all these ASMR animal noises?
Bro, don't judge my life. Right?
I don't know. You're like
my private collection
in the wild with your iPhone on like voice recording.
Can't wait to put that Alfredo clip in my collection too, dude.
Oh, okay, relax, maybe. I'm sorry I said anything. Please stop.
I'm gonna post that on my Twitter later. All right.
I'm also gonna say dog because my dog sounds like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right, both on dog. All right. The answer is pig. Neither of you got that one right. That was actually kind of
that's the one you completely telegraphed too, and we just were overthinking it.
It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Game works. The game works. All right. Our fourth and final animal. Here we go.
That's you farting in the mic with a filter on right now.
That's me farting with reverb.
You put on like you put a little something on and farted in the mic.
That is a real animal. A real animal. All right, and your options are ram, toad, chicken.
It's a toad.
Man, toad does sound pretty promising.
I mean, we heard some crickets with it too, I think.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want it back? You want to play it back?
Give me a little snip.
All right.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'll say toad.
Congratulations, you both got toad.
We did it.
Nicely done.
Congratulations. And we got clapping. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, GoXLRs are awesome, man.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have that. That's like a whole another thing. If Wavy is like a freaking DJ Lord, it's unbelievable the amount of content he's has. Another thing.
Young DJ Lord, my new name.
Young DJ Lord, Wavy Lord, Wavy Lord.
Young Wavy Lord. I didn't keep track. Who won that?
Paul. All right, that's you. Trevor, I think.
Trevor won that one?
No, you know what? I got one that he missed, and he got one that I missed, and then we tied.
We're tied. Yeah, 4 each.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Love it. Wavy. Oh, go ahead, Trevor.
We're doing that bottom one real quick, though, Paul, before we go.
Dude, never ever yell at me like that again.
Sorry. So just you just sit down, Paul. Just sit down. Because I have another one I want to throw in here. The last thing we do, Wavy, is though we know we all watch each other's streams, and I'm now going to be a Wavy viewer. Woo! We like to throw out maybe someone that we watch or we enjoy that maybe other people didn't know we would enjoy. So, one of my favorite content creators at the moment, and he's a little bit bigger, but he's given me a lot of inspiration for this show and things like this, and building communities around like learning about other streamers and stuff. It's JP. He is awesome.
Yeah.
So he does D&D a lot. He does the drop frames with Ko and with Ezekiel and someone else usually. A fourth person. I think the fourth person is rotating actually.
Yeah, it's a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think those 3 guys are on it, and it's awesome. But I was just watching. I was watching earlier today, and I just thought that I'd throw out a shout out to JP. He's doing great stuff. Check him out if you haven't seen him.
Okay.
Love that. Wavy, who are you into right now? Who are you watching?
I mean, is it lame if I say my girlfriend? Is that like
Dude, lame, bro.
Plug away. That's what it's for. Do it.
I like to watch my girlfriend, Tia Masu, dude. My favorite content creator.
Ooh.
Tiramisu. I love tiramisu. Wow.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
Us too, dude.
It's like my favorite. So
good.
wow.
Paul, what about you?
Love that. My favorite right now to watch is actually kind of more recently, and this is actually because of my chat. They like his emotes more than mine, and it makes me feel bad. But he's got phenomenal emotes. Is Dan's Gaming?
Of course.
He's a legend, man.
Top notch.
Dan is a legend.
Answers, by the way.
What'd you say?
I respect your guys' answers. Like, you guys are going with some like good variety, like legends on the platform.
It might literally be where we're at headspace wise with the because we're trying to get inspiration here.
Yeah, dude. I rotate. I mean, like Paul even asked. I mean, I prepared a little bit because Paul was like, "Yo, like we're gonna ask you like who are some of your favorite streamers and stuff like that."
Yeah,
and it's like I was like, man, just like my friends mostly, obviously, but it's like, dude, it's like I rotate people that I watch so often, like depending on what mood I'm in. So yeah, I totally get that.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And like it's amazing, and honestly, it provides a little bit of inspiration for me as like almost stumbling into a variety streamer kind of a role. Is like just confidence to play a game. Like just play a game. If you want to play it, just do it. Mm-hmm. And the audience, while painful, will kind of follow. Right? Like,
dude.
The people that are just there to watch you play Fortnite, like they're not really necessarily going to be your day ones. Like they're not going to stick around the whole time.
Yeah.
So it kind of helps you form your audience by playing whatever game you want. And Dan plays whatever game he wants.
He really does.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
Really I'm gonna play Pokemon tonight. I'm gonna be real honest.
There's a new one out.
But I'm still gonna play that boy.
Dude, play it.
Hey, and it's new too. Hey, if there's ever a day too, just do it on the day it comes out because
right.
But yeah, no, I was watching Galactic Elliot earlier playing it. And it looks awesome. I might play it for a bit. Not only that, I have this new like HDMI switch thing where all my consoles work now, and they all like, it's freaking awesome. So and I haven't used it yet, so I kind of just want to like do that one day. I don't know.
Turn it on, it just like works.
You just switch the things, and it's like on your screen, and it works, and you don't have to unplug anything, and then have everything break, and then have tears.
The best.
Yeah, it's worse. Awesome.
That is cool. The freaking best. Well, dude, Wavy, thank you so much for being on the podcast, man.
Yeah, I'm number 2, right?
Number two or second guest.
Nice, dude.
I'm on. Never take that away.
For having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, this was the May Contain Action podcast. You can listen on all major carriers of the podcast, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, or watch the VOD on YouTube at youtube.com/ActionJaxon. You can also follow my co-host here. IamTrevorMay.
That's me.
On Twitter and YouTube. That's Trevor right there. And TrevMay65 on Instagram because he's way too lazy to change his @. On Instagram, even though it doesn't.
I don't want to lose the check. We've been over this.
Definitely
means a lot. If you change your name,
I changed it. Well, it eventually comes back, but I did it on Twitter, and it was gone for like 6 days. I legitimately had anxiety. I was like, wait, so now I can't just DM everybody now. Like when I tweet them, it doesn't just pop up, even if they have notifications off. You know that happens when you're verified. It's awesome.
I didn't realize that. Trevor, some of us aren't verified.
It's great. Hey,
anyway.
just keep trucking. Continue.
Let me know what other problems you have.
My maid's too loud.
My maid's. I walked into that one. That's on me. That's not on you. That's on me.
I hate when my butler brings me the wrong ham sandwich.
And by the way, I just really quickly, in all seriousness, the iTunes version of the show is now live. So this episode will go up right away, and last week's just went up like an hour before this. So we'll have 2 episodes up there, probably tomorrow. And so very iTunes exciting. Is now available. Radio.com is the only one we're waiting for, but everything else it's up. So yay. And
Very exciting.
And also, yeah, I'm not gonna plug that other YouTube thing. Who cares?
Plug it all, dude. It's your thing.
Yeah, I just started the baseball YouTube. It's Trevor May baseball, guys. I know no one's here for baseball, but if you want to learn how to throw 98 to 100 miles an hour, no big deal.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
I can't wait to look at that hunch.
All right.
And well, Wavy, please by all means plug. Where can we find you? Where can we find the young Wave Lord?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Wavy. Twitter's Wavy on Twitch. That's it. That's me.
That's it.
What about Instagram?
No Instagram?
Instagram is a little weird. I'm kind of like you. I've had this name for a while. I don't really want to change it. It's a pretty clean name. So like I said, my name is Zach. I have ZVCH, which is like the A is upside down.
I got you.
That's tough.
And yeah, it's a tough name, right? I almost want to change everything to that boy, but
Well, it's literally just those 4 letters.
That's just those 4
Yeah,
letters.
don't change that, dude. If you're ever becoming an EDM DJ, that's your name.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I gotta keep it.
Yeah. Keep that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, that's me.
Awesome.
Dude. Thank you guys again for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Dude. It was an absolute pleasure, man. Thanks for being here.
It was really,
Trevor, hit us
really
with the
fun.
outro music, dude.
And thank you guys for being here. See you next time.
Thanks, bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.